Patricia and Landon Regali, chief little flower, coming at you from the privacy, the safety, and the sanctuary of my beloved cousin Laurie's state and sanctuary. I mentioned it's chief little flower, right? Sometimes I feel like I forget about that. My cousin had gifted me this. All of my clothes that I have, she had brought in for me. I feel like I just discovered this for the first time. It reminds me of a 50s lace skirt that I had whenever I was in my late teens, you know. And it had a matching top, and it was reminiscent of this color. And I used to love wearing lace all the time. It was one of my favorites. So she's been very kind and good to me. All right. So at the time of this recording, February 16, 2024, and it is Friday. And so now that we've bridged the past work week coming up into the weekend, I have a question for all of the insane gang stalkers. How was your meetings with your handlers? Did everybody get their assignments and their scripts and how to railroad your victims again? Did they up the ante? Did they dangle even a bigger carrot for you? Did they even, turn up the Zetzer song up a notch to have you play in their faces to be like, bitch, I just played in your fucking face. What are you gonna do about it? I mean, that's what y'all do. Like I said, I've been gang stalked and targeted longer than most of you guys have been targeted. You know, including your little handlers. Dear Pet Detective Chasey, are you handling those close to me? Are you boning those close to me? I mean, because in the game of all of this Zetzer song, sex is part of their, way to ease the flying flunky monkeys into their parts. Hey, I'm on Reddit, okay? There's discussion there. And because moreover, I mean, if you're not like your flunky monkeys, you do help them. You're kind of like a psychotherapist. So when they start to feel uncomfortable, you manipulate them like the little puppets they are to help them feel better about being the demonic force you all really are, So, I mean, it is Friday and it is Flying Flunky Funky Monkey Day to go get your Nabisco training for your instructions. And by the way, monkeys, after a while, this is what starts to happen, is that the ops who train you to be ops, y'all don't even see it half the time. They start to exploit you to your face. Oh, yes, they do. By the things that they have you tool to come against your target there. You don't see it, but I see it. They start to exploit you and see how far they can push you. And it's kind of like, y'all don't even see that now you're being exploited for my entertainment. Because I do have a sick relationship with the ops because they're bananas. So it's like your ops, your handlers have handlers of their own, and then they will tool their handlers and then tool the flying flunky monkeys. Because if you recollect, I have been telling you guys, what is the milligram experiment really about? Who is really the lab rat here? Y'all are really the lab rat. I know I'm a lab rat, but it's you flying flunky monkeys who are clueless to you all being the lab rat, while you may be getting your little palms greased, right? Getting your palms greased doesn't mean they're not trying to separate you from your own deity. It's a demonic organization. You didn't think you could trust your handler, did you? Because they run circles around you. Because when you go in for your Flying Flunky Monkey classes, your little training sessions, you have been studied. They know who your friends are. They've been tapping you. They've been surveilling you on the down low. Because it's a rotation. It's a rotation. Who do you think gets fucking railroaded next, bitch? The handlers start to handle you to become exploited. I mean, I guess when you think you're getting your palms greased, that you're at the top of the food chain. No, bitch, you're fucking Hansel and Gretel. They're fattening you up. They're making you get your guard down to trust them. And then you just belch all of your secrets out to them, all of your concerns, and then they placate you and masturbate you into complacency to, keep railroading the $1 billion pinata, the higher stakes here, because really, I'm at the top of your goddamn targeting food chain. I am $1 billion pinata. So honestly, they're tuning your fool asses because you, Flying Flunky Monkeys, training to come sideways at me, you all are expendable. But they don't get much out of you really per se as they would me. It's more like, okay, they'll settle on you. Just so they can get so your handlers can get their fucking palms greased. And then they will exploit the fuck out of you, torment you, and loose you, honey. How could you not see that? How do I know? Well, because I've seen it happen to other targets. And there are people who are targeting them. And I've seen the patterns happen with me by those who target me. Not to mention I am intuitive and I am on Reddit. And I happen to research and, well, I've been targeted for fucking 25 going on 30 years, bitch. So of course I know. You all who had downplayed my intellect, that was to your detriment. You all who had, chosen to buy into your handler's fucking line of bullshit. I mean, these are the same fucking people who passed out them smallpox blankets to the goddamn Indians on the Oregon Trail of Tears. Hello? And God forbid any of you guys happen to have Native ancestry. Because that's just insane, let alone if you had parents that really were abused by the government in their scholastic system for speaking their own language. And turned around to break bread in goddamn Sodom and Gomorrah with the same fucking government that railroaded the other natives. Because that makes you more than Team Judas, honey. I mean, you do see the snowball effect of the karma that you're building, right? For those of you who fit that. I mean, but you don't have to be of Native ancestry to be building that snowball effect. I mean, because you guys sell out your neighbors. You guys sell out your own fucking siblings. You guys will sell out the same fucking kids you adopted. Oh, yep. I've heard stories firsthand on how that's happened to, like, some people that I've met along my journeys. So, I mean, I'm curious here because it is Friday. I hope you Flying Flunky Monkeys have your spiritual papers in order and that you guys got boned really good by your fucking Flying Flunky Monkey handlers. Because that's the only boning you're going to get. Because there will be no cornucopia for you, especially if you're going to try and railroad this, $1 billion pinata over here. It's not going to work out for you. So when I say your spiritual papers, they've already sold you out, bitches. I could tell you how I know, and maybe another time, not today. So happy Friday to all of you, Team Judas.